Today we're in Osaka, the street food capital of Japan.
We've heard so much about it that naturally we had to come here to do a street food tour.
We'll be trying the favorites like mochi, takoyaki, ramen, and whatever else we can find.
But before we get to all the classic street foods, we're starting right here at the Aichiren Ramen Restaurant. The Aichiren Ramen Restaurant is widely recognized as the best ramen in Japan, and it's certainly the most popular.
So Aichiren gained its popularity due to its unique seating and perfecting the tonkatsu ramen. So we selected on a vending machine.
We just ordered from this machine. We are currently in a 40-minute line. So like I said, this is like one of the most popular places to go get ramen here.
Aichiren is the first ramen shop in the world to receive a Michelin star. There is no talking, just communicating with the staff with little wooden signs through a bamboo curtain, which they raise to deliver you your ramen. Prior to being seated, you fill out a list of your preferences so that they can make the ramen exactly to your liking. That was absolutely delicious. The tonkatsu broth is made by boiling pork bones for a long time because that gives it a creamy taste as well as flavor and amazing aroma.
That was by far the best ramen I've ever had. Now, 95% of the ramen I've had was from the instant ramen packages, but still, I've had some other ramen and that blows it out of the water. We are now on Dotonbori Street here in Osaka, which is the most popular place to come and grab street food.
First up, we're gonna start with takoyaki if we can find a place, which is a dough ball with squid in it. We've had it before, we absolutely love it, so let's go find it.
So we just got our Takayoki, and honestly this might be like the most fun thing to watch get made because it's like put into these little mold where the batter is then cooked and then they drop little pieces of octopus in it, and then after the ball is cooked they put all kinds of sauces on and then they top it with these little flakes of dried fish actually. So they're like very doughy when they're served. As you continue to chew you get down into the octopus, which is a little bit more chewy, but the topping is what is just so delicious. There's actually a mayo along with like a sweet sauce. It's kind of like a barbecue sauce, and then like I said, the little flakes of fish on top as well. All right, so I've now eaten quite a few of them, and I was hoping I'd like start to enjoy them more. I've never been a huge fan of octopus, haven't had too much of it, so I thought, you know, maybe as I ate more, I would get more used to it. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan. The last time I had this was in Malaysia, but there, like, they were serving them with tuna and crab, and those I'm way more of a fan of, so might have to try these again with some crab in them instead.
So I just got these strawberries that she said is covered in candy. So it looks like some type of sugary coating is all over all these. It's actually hard. Looks so good. Crunchy. It's like a hard sugar coating over these and it's so good. I love strawberries and add sugar on top. Of course it's delicious.
One of these ones.
Oh, hi. Please. 400.
Thank you.
Next we have a little steamed bun. I picked the one that's shaped like a pig. Inside is a sweet red bean paste. We've seen that red bean is a very popular dessert, but this is the first time trying it. But it's really interesting. It is sweet, but it is beans. So it almost tastes like it would be a chocolate sauce, but it's not. It's very interesting. But it's good. So next up is taiyaki that we got at the stand right behind me here. What it is a fish-shaped pastry that has 3 different flavors. They had red bean, custard, and sweet potato. I picked sweet potato for mine. Even though it's shaped like a fish, there's no fish in it. It's just a little dessert type treat. Let's give it a try. It has a buttery, crispy outside that almost tastes like a waffle. I haven't got to the custard yet. So it's like a sweet potato paste, not very sweet. Interesting combo. These are very popular here. We've seen them all over, so I'm excited to finally have one.
All right, so I just had the first bite of this yakitori. So what yakitori is it literally just translates to grilled chicken, and I feel like no matter where you're at in the world, there's always street vendors selling grilled chicken, but each country does it a little bit different or puts a little bit of a different sauce on it. So here I was able to choose from 3 different sauces, a sweet sauce, a spicy sauce, or a salty sauce. And so I, of course, went with the spicy sauce. However, it is also still a little sweet. Like, it's not that spicy. It's more sweet than spicy, I would say. The grilled chicken is very good. They actually grill it with like very small little charcoals. That way it gives it a better flavor. You could also get imitation crab, squid legs, and a lot of different chicken options. So a lot of options here.
Up next is Okonomiyaki, which we found a restaurant right off the street of the main area. It looks so good. What it is a savory pancake. We got shrimp. It's got cabbage, egg, mayo, some barbecue sauce, and then on top here is bonito, which is shaved dry fish. And they served it on a hot skillet, and then they put it on this skillet in front of us. So we're gonna just chop it up. Our little scoopers here, little scrapers. It smells so good, and it's just sizzling. Yum. Got my chopsticks. The steam is just rolling off it, so I think it's gonna be really hot. But we have a sweet mayo sauce, barbecue sauce, lots of seasoning. Oh, I almost forgot. We have some dried seaweed that I'm gonna sprinkle on top. There we go. It's grilled on the bottom, and then there's a lot of other vegetables mixed in as well. And it kind of tastes just like a breakfast egg type of bake. Really tasty.
Delicious little pancake thingy mabobber, but now it's time to go find more food.
So next up is trying our first mochi. We went to Grandma's Mochi's, and sure enough, a sweet little grandma and grandpa were serving us, and they were the sweetest people we have met so far.
Alaska?
Alaska.
Oh, it is very cold just now.
Yeah.
How 10 degree ugly. Oh, very cold.
But we've got a white one and a green one inside the red bean paste. We're gonna give it a try. So the dough on the outside is really thin, but it's really chewy. It's interesting. Still not sure how I feel about the red bean paste. Very unique. Nothing like I've ever had before, that's for sure. Might be like a matcha green tea flavor, not sure.
That's an interesting combination to say the least.
So I finally decided what this tastes like. And it tastes like a sugary burrito. I'm not even kidding. It's like a tortilla with beans in it. So it just tastes like if you tried to make a burrito a dessert.
So this is our first full day here in Japan, and my little Alaskan self is having a lot of sensory overload right now. There's so many bright lights, so much loud music, so many people. It's not quite like the mountains of Alaska. Another really long line here. We are not used to this. We have spent the last 3 months in Southeast Asia in like Thailand, Vietnam, where there's like no lines. There's just street vendors everywhere. You can just roll up, grab whatever you want, and continue on your way.
Berry and rich milk chocolate. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So we are ending our little food tour here with some Japanese cheesecake. Pablo, which is right behind me, is one of the 2 top chains for selling cheesecake. The other one is called Bake. Unfortunately, we got here right before it closed, and they were sold out of almost everything, including their fluffy souffle cheesecake, which is what I really wanted to try. But we were able to snag 2 last little cheese tarts. We've got a chocolate and a strawberry, so we can't complain because I'm sure these are gonna be amazing. What makes Japanese cheesecake so special is it has a very fluffy, jiggly consistency to it, is how it's described. So they have extra air that they whip into it instead of a more dense cheesecake like you've probably had. This one is like a light, fluffy cheesecake. This chocolate one is delicious. We've got chocolate frosting on the top, yummy, fluffy cheesecake inside, and then a little tart crust. It's like having a little mini cheesecake all to yourself. Super good, super sweet way to end the day. We hope you enjoyed this food tour here in Osaka. We are already so in love with the city and in love with Japan. Our time here is just getting started. Tomorrow we're hopping on a train to head to Kyoto, so make sure to stay tuned and we will see you there. Thanks so much for watching.